Hello everyone, Geriatric here with Gary, and by the tone in my voice, it's time to do some more ASMR. Now, before we get started, this hoodie that I'm wearing, I'm really excited about. It just came today. It's from Gamer, and it's from The Legend of Zelda. It's got, like the little, if I can show it. It's got the little, like, Zelda shield, and it's got really lots of cool artwork on it, and I was really excited. Gamer is also where I got the Legend of the Hero book, which we are going to go back to tonight. By the way, I'm sorry about not posting a video yesterday, but Paintivity was sick, so I kind of had to take care of her, you know. Good husband stuff. So today we're going to learn more about the spirits and the guardians. And as always, when we do the Legend of the Hero book, try to guess which Zelda game it comes from. Spirits and guardians. To fully understand this land and its history, it is imperative that one understands the legends and myths of its people. Stories of mighty deities, guardians, and other spirits pervade the cultures of all the people of the land, regardless of race. These stories often intertwine with tales of the heroes of legend who defeated the Demon King. Three goddesses. According to legend, the world was created by three golden goddesses. Each goddess represented both an element and virtue, the flame of power, the water of wisdom, and the winds of courage. The goddesses created the land in all of its creatures and gave them law and order. Probably literally, not the TV show. With their work completed, the goddesses departed for the heavens, leaving behind a golden monument to their power. This monument, a trio of golden triangles, is said to contain some of the goddesses' essence and power. This has led to the rumor that the golden triangles also have the ability to grant any wish, and due to this rumor, possession of the monument has been a cause of many conflicts throughout history. As a result, it has been necessary to keep the triangle sealed away in a place unknown to all but a few. Still, the thought of possessing the power of the very creators of the world has driven many to risk everything to find the secret resting place of the golden triangles, and examples can be found in many historical texts of great calamities that have befallen past civilizations, which might be attributed to the realization of misguided wishes. One of the things I really like about The Legend of Zelda is how the story of the Triforce has sort of evolved throughout the games. You learn more and more about it. I mean, in the first Legend of Zelda, it was just supposed to be this huge symbol of power that could do anything. But later games, especially I believe Skyward Sword, actually told about how it was created and why. Fish. Local folktales tell of a small island ruled by a powerful fish spirit whose dreams manifest in physical form, such that all creatures and structures on the island are part of the dream. Though the fish spirit is said to reside in a constant slumber atop the highest peak of the island, the power of its dream resonates even beyond the borders of the island, drawing in unsuspecting travelers lost at sea. The fish's spirit is said to be eternal, possibly induced by some dark magic, and only an equal powerful magical force can wake the spirit. Those who claim to have seen the island speak of the existence of monstrous creatures and malicious spirits there, which has led to the theory that the spirit's sleep was caused by a malevolent force. There is always the possibility that the fish spirit's awakening may have already erased the island from the world. Fairies and the Great Fairies. Throughout the land, there are many sites known as healing springs where a weary traveler may rest and recuperate. It is said if they remain peacefully still while resting at such a spring, it is possible to see the fluttering shimmer of fairy wings, as fairy magic is thought to provide these springs with healing capabilities. In fact, some have claimed to have been welcomed by a group of fairies when visiting such springs, in contrast to the normal reclusive nature of fairies. Rumors have also been known to circulate from time to time regarding hidden springs in which entire fairy colonies lived, ruled by a powerful great fairy who may share their power with those worthy of it. The Three Dragons. A lesser-known portion of the story of the Golden Goddesses features three wise and powerful dragons, each entrusted with a portion of the goddess's power. According to the legend, the dragons were given the power by the guardian goddess of the sky civilization after a great war in which an ancient and powerful demon emerged from the underworld in an attempt to attain the Golden Triangle. After sealing the demon away, the goddess set in motion a series of events which would lead to the demon's ultimate destruction at the hands of her chosen hero, who would not be born for countless years. Each dragon was given custody of an eternal sacred flame, with the understanding that only the chosen hero would be given this flame, and only after a series of difficult and perilous trials would prove his courage, wisdom, and power. Once the hero had completed the dragon's trials, the sacred flames were used to temper his sword, unleashing his true potential and preparing him for the final battle with the demon. The Four Giants. Folktales speak of four gentle giants, so tall they could touch the moon. Each guarded his own realm and his people, with one watching over the mountains, one the canyons, one the forest, and one the ocean. The people of one town in a nearby land celebrate the giants and their benevolence with a great festival, which has been held without fail every year for all of recorded history. An old story from a children's picture book speak of these giants preventing a mischievous forest imp long ago. As time passed, the land's population grew and people spread throughout the neighboring regions. The giants grew tired from watching over the people and decided it was best for everyone if they parted ways and continued their guard from the resting places just beyond the edges of the land. The imp, feeling abandoned and scorned, began to antagonize the people of the land in a more malicious fashion, and eventually fell under the control of an evil spirit, imprisoning the sleeping giants whom he had once called friends. Only the young hero of time could defeat the powerful magic the spirit bestowed upon the imp and free the giants. The awakened giants came to the aid of the hero, preventing an unprecedented disaster and helping restore peace to the land. And while this story might be about the four giants, in that picture, did you see maybe another character from Legend of Zelda? Frog Brothers of the Wind. Sailors on the great sea tell tales of massive storm clouds gathering too quickly to be a natural phenomenon. Within these clouds, the sailors claim to have seen spirits guarding the winds. All these stories agree on the small island in the most remote region of the Great Sea, there lives a benevolent dragon guardian who watches over the island's bird-like people. As the rite of passage into adulthood, the youths of the island journey to the peak of the tallest mountain, where the guardian bestows upon them the power of flight. Countless years after the Great Flood, an evil presence began to grow within the guardian's mountain, led by a great monstrous centipede. Over time, the centipede's constant torment angered the dragon guardian greatly, and his rage prevented the young bird folk from approaching. Ultimately, the young hero ventured into the volcanic heat of the mountain and destroyed the centipede monster, freeing the dragon guardian from the suffering he had endured as a result of the intrusion. Great Tree Spirit. Deep within a forest maze, there lies a village populated by the children of the forest. Near the village, one old tree towers above the canopy and is revered as a guardian and parent. The people talk to it, and some say the tree talks back to a chosen few. When the guardian fell ill due to the evil curse inflicted upon him by the demon king's magic, the young hero of time bravely ventured into the body of the tree spirit and cleansed it of the vile presence that blighted it. Though the hero was successful in vanquishing the curse, the spirit succumbed to its wounds, but not before sowing the seeds of a new guardian tree spirit to act as its successor. Many centuries later, the new guardian spirit would come to the aid of the hero of the winds, as he sought the ancient blade sealed away beneath the ocean. Fish Lord Jabu. Among the sea folk, legend speaks of an immortal fish guardian, kind and gentle, so gentle in fact, the children of royal lineage among the sea folk were known to play with, on, or even inside the guardian's body. Offerings were made to the deity in exchange for happiness. Long ago, an evil parasite took root within the body of the fish guardian, and the young hero of time was tasked with venturing into the guardian to cleanse it of the infestation after the princess of the sea folk was reportedly swallowed by this deity. Wise Owl Sage. In the neighboring land, numerous large and conspicuous statues have been found. These statues bear a striking resemblance to the guardian spirit described in many old tales, which is said to have provided aid and advice to the hero of time during his quest to overthrow the demon king's foul rage. This spirit, a kind and infinitely wise owl, is claimed to have been the reincarnation of an ancient sage who protected the land from darkness. Under the guidance of the owl sage, the young hero freed the mountain folk and sea folk from terrible curses, as well as the great tree spirit, and gathered the spiritual stones needed to break the seal on the sword of evil's bane. During the hero's travels across time, the owl sage continued to provide helpful information and guidance. He does not look like a very happy owl. Great Sky Guardians. Illustrations have been found in ancient texts depicting enormous soaring birds, large enough to be ridden by an adult. In fact, a few of these depictions indicate the birds were domesticated and used for transport by a sky kingdom. Though the civilization has been lost, the birds have been featured prominently on the royal family's crest for countless generations. hero's noble steed serves both as a method of quick travel and a powerful weapon. From his mount, the hero can rapidly fire a volley of arrows as his foes were while speeding across the battlefield. During the course of his quest, the hero must develop a strong emotional bond with his equine companion, since the task often involves storming into danger without hesitation. The steed is able to be summoned at command, coming to the hero's side within moments after being called by a familiar song. I used to remember the name of that horse, but I can't think of it right now. Animal Companion Trio. Not long after defeating the demon beast and restoring balance to the realms of light and dark, the legendary hero disappeared without a trace. Though no record exists of him having returned, stories from distant lands indicate that he may have traveled to Bordeaux on a journey to free these lands from the plague of the Demon King and his minions. During his adventures, the hero was aided by 3 friendly misfit creatures. The Winged Bear, a blue bear with wings capable of flying short distances with the hero riding on his back. Boxing Kangaroo. A professional trained boxing kangaroo can leap over chasms and scale walls while carrying the hero in his pouch. Aquatic Dinosaur. A red dinosaur with a broken horn with exceptional swimming skills, allowing him to carry the hero beyond whirlpools and even up waterfalls. The hero was said to obtain a flute belonging to one of these creatures, and the creature devoted himself to his service, appearing immediately at the sound of the flute. Which of these creatures the flute belongs to is currently unknown. And that is it for the Guardians of Hyrule and other places in the Legend of Zelda. It is funny reading all these because you really start remembering a lot of those games and certain things. And it just shows how cool this book really is, because it really just